Alrighty, everyone, welcome back. So, I've been spending the majority of today trying to figure out what the hell to say on here about this. The Edmonton Oilers have hired Stan Bowman as their brand new general manager. For those who do not know, Bowman was involved in the 2010 sexual assault that was covered up by the Chicago Blackhawks. Bowman wrote a letter of recommendation to a college about the the assaulter in Brad Aldrich. And, obviously that all went down. In 2021, it was officially leaked out. There was like a 27-page, it was big. It was like a 200-page case that was released to the public. I read a lot of it. It was very uncomfortable. And Bowman and Quenneville both got banned from the NHL. They got reinstated about a couple days ago. Honestly, listen. So, how do I say this? I'm gonna ignore the scandal. I'm gonna not ignore the scandal. Just put that aside for a second. I'll go into that in a little bit. I want to talk about Bowman as a GM. He's not a he made moves that were really big head scratchers as the Chicago general manager. Now, listen, he was there when they won the Stanley Cups. He was hired in 2009, in like July or June of 2009. At that time, yes, he made some good moves during then to help this team in the short term make those finals, win those cups, but the team was already there. Patrick Kane, Jonathan Toews, Marian Hossa, a lot of the team that went on that run and won in 2010 specifically, and in those coming years following, was built by Dave Talent, was built by the general manager before Bowman came in. He made some solid moves, but that core was more or less just handed to him, essentially. It wasn't in any way built by him. He didn't draft Patrick Kane. He didn't draft Jonathan Toews. He didn't draft the guys that were in the later rounds of that draft that would eventually come up and play in the NHL. He didn't trade for these goalies that they had. No, he didn't do any of that. And following the Stanley Cup win in 2015, it was pretty clear this Blackhawks team, maybe they wouldn't be able to win another Stanley Cup again, or maybe they could. Who knows? If there was a different GM at the helm, who knows? But Bowman tore that team apart. He tore that team to shreds. He moved players. He moved core players in head-scratching deals. He made signings that were also head-scratching deals. He made a lot of trades. I was looking for some trades to talk about on my other social medias that, like TikTok. And there's so many of them. There's like hundreds of trades this guy. Yes, it was over 12 years. But so many trades, and a lot of them were just head scratchers, moving picks for no reason. Like, it's just all so confusing to me. Like why the Oilers make this move. And I remember in 2021, I was making YouTube videos in 2021. I was a freshman in high school. And I remember during that offseason between the 2021 bubble year and the 21-22 season, he made that Seth Jones trade, and it was just such a head scratcher to me. I'm like, literally, what are you doing? He saw what the Blackhawks did in that 2021 weird division year. He saw them be close to the playoffs, but kind of fell off at the end, and thought, oh yeah, we're a playoff team. And then he made all these such confusing moves, and I'm just like, no. I was so confused by a lot of the moves that he made in that offseason. And that's just specifically for me because I wasn't a fan in 2009. I was 2 years old in 2009 when he was hired. And I wasn't a fan until 2017. So I didn't get to see all the cup wins and all the moves that he made between then. But what I did experience, especially on this channel, was not GM material. His resume is not that great. Yes, 3 Stanley Cups. But you gotta look into that and see that he didn't build those teams. He wasn't there from the beginning necessarily putting all those teams together. No, he tore the roster apart. And it's such a head scratching move when you look at it from that position, when you don't even have the scandal thrown in. Like, when you look at it in terms of what he's done as a general manager, like, business-wise, it's just such a it's such a head scratcher to me. And I don't understand how the Oilers, who I have defended many times on this channel before for controversial signings and controversial things, I wouldn't say I'm an Oilers fan because I'm not, but I have defended them in times before. I've rooted for them many times, but this is not it. Like they are trying, like, I don't know if it's because of me or they're trying so hard to just make me not root for the team. But to be honest with you, this move makes zero sense to me. This doesn't make any sense at all. And the fact that Jeff Jackson, like, privated his Twitter and everything honestly says it all. Like, it says it all. And then there was this petition, too, that recently just came out where, like, I think it was, like, over 3,000 fans have signed it to get Bowman out of the Oilers. That speaks volume to me, and how with Bowman, like, his reputation has been completely smeared because of this scandal. You even look at it in terms of him, as a general manager, it's not that great. He didn't make that many good moves. And I think that this could really screw the Oilers up in the long term. Next season, they're fine because Jackson made all the moves necessary. I don't think Bowman needs to really do anything. Does that mean he'll do something? Probably. But all in all, it's a really big head-scratcher move, especially since Jackson was really praised for all the things that he did. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And listen, if Quenneville was hired, like, I think he probably is going to get hired midway through this season. A team's going to start off really bad. They're going to fire their coach, and Quenneville's going to be the guy they hire. On a level, I still won't be okay with it, but I will understand why, because Quenneville has a good coaching resume. Bowman, on the other hand, his GM resume, it's mid, to say the least. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe down below. I really appreciate it. I am sure that the comment section will be interesting in the bottom of this video, but I honestly almost thought about not making this. Not making a video on this, not giving this any attention, because it's just so unbelievable, like, how you could do this. So let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios.